Hi folks! So we have a rare treat today. We are sitting down with Liz Dohrn, the lead coordinator of the event Anime Recharge down at Drake University. It's going to be held March 7th from 12:30 p.m. to 6 p.m.
That's specifically for vendors, so it's from 12 to 7 p.m.
12 to 7 p.m. Okay, sorry about that.
And you can find the vendors from 12:30 to 6:30 p.m. So
All right.
if you want to visit New Age Shop at Anime Recharge, then 12:30 to 6:30 will be the hours that they'll be there in our vendor room.
Awesome. Okay. By the way, did I mention we love doing this event? I think we've been doing it for like 3 years.
For Recharge specifically, yes, 3 years.
Okay, yep, 3 years we've been at Recharge. The people are amazing, the staff is amazing, the event is just awesome. You've got to come check it out. Now, is there an admission fee?
There is no admission fee, so it's completely free.
Okay.
So it's also super family friendly. We keep everything PG-13 or under.
Okay. Wonderful.
So,
good.
We get a lot of high schoolers, a lot of younger kids who this is their first con, and we want to make sure that everything's as safe and fun as possible.
Okay. Awesome.
And so we do have a pre-registration that's just for a shorter line, and that helps us with our numbers because we have to present that to our student senate because it is completely student run.
Right.
So we're all undergraduate college students. So for example, I'm a senior. My majors are psychology and writing, and I'm a minor in Spanish. So puedo hablar en español si necesitas. And so we are all students who are passionate about anime, about convention culture, about bringing something to Des Moines where people can come and enjoy Japanese culture. And so we don't want to like really charge if we need to. If we get a little bigger, we might do like a $5 pre-order thing, but otherwise, like, all we ask is you just write down your name for our numbers so that way we can present our university, hey, this is a thing that we do, and like you should support us.
Honestly though, for the work they put in and for as amazing as this convention is, even though it's only a one-day convention, still $5 would be a steal. So
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about, you've covered why you do it.
Yep.
How did it get started?
Okay, so Anime Club, the club that is the primary thing that runs this convention, we used to do an event with the Japanese American Society of Iowa, which they're a really cool organization if you want to check them out. They do a lot of like Japanese events. We used to do a convention with them called Anime Demo E, but unfortunately they got very burnt out and they didn't have, you know, the time, the space, energy, as that happens. And we get like fresh people every year because of freshmen, and we really wanted to continue doing something, whether it was Demo E or something new. And so we had this money, we had a guest, we had, you know, most of our plans figured out, so we were like, let's just make something ourselves.
Right.
So we created Anime Recharge, and so this is our 3rd year that we're doing Anime Recharge. I'm very excited about it. And so what we did is we basically took most of the stuff that we had originally done for Demo E and repurposed it and created a new thing for Recharge.
Right.
Yep. And so we partnered with 3 other clubs on campus to run specific rooms for us because
It's wonderful.
yeah, it's hard to run the whole thing as one club. So we partner with Drake's Esports to run our video game room. They also run a Smash tournament, which is like real fun. And
What is a Smash tournament?
so it's a Super Smash Bros, the video game. It's basically a tournament where everybody plays Super Smash Bros. Usually they do, I think usually they do Melee. They might do Ultimate this year. I'm still talking with the president about that. But basically they just run this tournament where it's bracketed, and so you go against like another player. You pick your person. You usually no items. I'd have to double check. And so it's just this video game that you play in a tournament, and sometimes they have prizes. Sometimes it's just, you know, the glory of being like, I'm the best Smash player in all of Recharge.
So some of the events, now I know you told me you had 2 voice actors stopping in.
Yeah.
But what are some of the events that are going to be in?
So one thing that I'm really proud of myself, and I got started last year, was the Cosplay Contest.
Nice. Okay.
So we have a Cosplay Contest judged by myself and 2 of my staff.
Now, for those who don't know, tell them what cosplay is.
So cosplay is the thing that steals all of my money.
Yep.
It's basically it's like dressing up as a character in costuming, but either you buy pieces, you thrift them, you make them. I can make all of my cosplays, but typically you pick a character from an anime, whether it's like an unknown character or Naruto, who's like one of the most famous anime characters, and you dress up and you just be that character. And so a cosplay contest is there to show off all of your hard work of like, here's all the time and effort and money that you've put into making this costume, and you get to show it off whether it's through a performance or just strutting your stuff on the catwalk.
I like to tell people it's a piece of moving artwork.
Oh, definitely.
And you get to embody the spirit of your favorite character.
Yeah.
Now, I also know a lot of people go as OCs, original characters, correct?
Yeah, so that one's a little different with the contest. So you would have to provide a lot of like reference for like what that character is, but we're definitely open to people if they want to bring like, here's my OC from here, or like just a character that I made up, but I created this handmade costume. As long as you bring in all of the reference work of like, here's what they're supposed to look like and here's what you did to make it, like, show it off, strut your stuff.
Okay. Now, cosplay contest, what else?
So we also have a lot of panels. So we get a variety of different panels. We get people talking about how to be an author. We get people talking about how to make dumb decks in MTG, which is Magic the Gathering, which is a card game.
Nice.
We have a bunch of card games going on in our board game room, which is run by Gaming League, another one of the clubs on campus. We have a lot of activities in our culture room because we have a Japanese culture room.
So what's going on there?
So we have things like calligraphy, we've got origami, we used to have a tea ceremony, but that one's still a little on the rocks. But we've got a whole bunch of different, you can learn kanji, you can learn a little bit of Japanese if you shop in. It's really popular with the little kids because there's a lot of like physical things you can do. And it's run by the Japanese Student Association.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Yep. So a lot of like either Japanese students or students who are learning Japanese and passionate about Japanese language and Japanese culture are running it and teaching about all of these really cool things. There's also a lot of Japanese games that they have, like shogi and like this ball thing that I can't remember right now, but it's so fun.
Okay. Now, will you have any food there at the event?
So unfortunately we don't provide the food ourselves just because we are students and we're trying to, work things out. But there is a cafe in the actual space that you can go to. It's basically a Starbucks.
Okay.
So anything you'd expect at a normal Starbucks, it's there.
Okay. Because I know in years past you'd had onigiri and things like that, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Not gonna lie, love the food.
Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower right now to bring that back.
I understand.
And we don't really have the budget because Student Senate keeps cutting our budget.
Well, hopefully if we get those numbers up, you'll get more of a budget and onigiri will be back.
Yeah, so, look forward to that in future years if we get more on numbers. So please come so we can get more money from our Student Senate to show, hey, this is a thing that brings people to Drake and all of that stuff.
Now, is there anything else you would like to say about the convention, how you got into it, things like that?
So, this convention is kind of my baby. This is my second year running it as the lead, organizer, and it's very much a place where I've seen kids and adults and people who've come and this is their first ever convention, and just that look of awe. And that look of like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, this is a safe, cool place for me to express my love for anime and manga and games and all kinds of nerd stuff. Because we don't just stop at anime, manga, and games. Even though it is an anime convention, just because that's our main focus doesn't mean we keep out all of the sci-fi geeks and all of the literature people. And we have so many nerds who are just in this one place. And we're all clubs who don't really get a lot of times to shine on our campus. Like, most people don't care about the anime club or the gaming league or Japanese society or the Japanese Student Association or like all
I
these.
care.
And when we have the space to show off, then we get these people who care.
Exactly.
And it's something that I found a lot of my best friends through running this event. And running this organization.
And that's really another thing that's very underrated about conventions, especially anime conventions, I feel.
Exactly.
Anime, sci-fi conventions, stuff like that. You will find some of your really close friends and people that you can actually connect with.
Exactly.
Again, community network and connection. There at the convention. I know people who have been lifelong friends from conventions. Well, my friend Hannah and I, hi Hannah, we actually met in Anime Iowa.
Oh, that's so cool.
She was so quiet, I actually thought she hated me.
It happens
Then
sometimes,
come to find out, no.
People are
we've been
nervous.
friends for 10, 11. We've been friends for 11 years now.
Wow.
She was my maid of honor at my wedding.
Oh, that's amazing.
She made her own dress. Not kidding.
So you get to meet cool people like that, and the friendships that you make at conventions, or even just building a connection or convention, are some kinds of friendships that just you can't break.
Right.
And so I'm very proud to have this convention that last year we had 400 people there.
That's awesome.
400 people.
Thanks.
and so I'm just very happy to have this convention, this place where people can come, they can feel safe, they can feel seen, and they can just enjoy some anime. We have an anime viewing room if you just want to sit and watch anime the whole day.
Exactly.
I don't know why you would do that because there's so many other things, but if you need a quiet place to just sit down, we have a manga library if you want to read a book. We've got so much for everybody, and we have, of course, our lovely vendors who who help us, fund this convention and who bring in all of these awesome merch. And I spend too much money in the vendors hall. I'm gonna be honest.
Everybody does. Don't worry about it. Honestly, even the vendors spend too much money.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money I spend on plushies?
Oh God,
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, it's scary. Okay, it's scary, and it's worse because I have a 3.5-year-old.
Oh,
so I get to spend money for me and for him.
Yeah.
And the problem is, my husband doesn't stop me because he's like, "Oh, that's a cute plushie." I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So it's this very beautiful place that normally my club, my friends, we don't get seen on our campus, and a lot of people in the community don't get seen because there's not a lot of events like this around in Des Moines.
That's true.
And so having this event, having a place where people can be, feel free to express their love for Japanese culture and animation and video games and all of the nerdy things in life is something that I really aspire to have and to do, and I'm so glad that I have Anime Recharge to do this.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful vehicle for it. So, now, what's the dates again and times?
So the date is March 7th. It's a Saturday. Thank God we got a Saturday.
Yeah, right.
It goes from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. I know that seems like kind of a short time, but there's a lot of stuff that you can pack into just those 7 hours. So registration starts at noon and basically goes until about 5 p.m. because at that point we have to get ready for the Cosplay Contest and all of that fun stuff. And
Where's it going to be at?
It's going to be at the Olmstead Center at Drake University. So if you go on University Avenue near Drake University, then there should be a parking lot. Parking does cost like $5, but it's not that expensive.
Still worth it.
And so while we would love to be able to give free parking, unfortunately we can't. And so all you'd have to do, we have a link on our website, animerecharge.com, where if you look for directions, then we have a link to the parking passes. So you just buy a pass, print it out the day before, make sure you have it in your car, so that way our public safety, when they're rolling through, they're like, oh yeah, this person's supposed to be here, this person's supposed to be here.
Stuff as many people in your car as possible.
Carpooling is good.
Yes.
I would 10 out of 10 recommend.
Okay, so in Olmstead Building, Drake University, March 7th, said the times. Now, how do they get in touch with you to find out more?
So if you want to find out more, you can email us directly at animeclub@drake.edu. Usually you'll either get my communications coordinator or sometimes me. You can also go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/animerecharge. And so we usually are pretty up to speed and we'll get in touch with you within 24 hours. We are students, so I apologize if it takes a little longer for us to, get back to you, but we are trying our best to keep communication open. We also have a contact us form to fill out if you feel uncomfortable contacting us directly through email or through Facebook. So if you go to animerecharge.com, there's a little tab on our little drop down that says contact us. Just click that, you fill out a form, you fill out what you want to know, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
All right. Well, that's pretty awesome. By the way, hi Heidi, hi Emily. I see you watching. Awesome. Okay, so if you had one thing to say, one short message to give everybody right now, 15 minutes of fame.
Oh boy.
What would it be, Liz?
Oh boy.
What would it be?
I'd probably say please come to Anime Recharge. It's a really amazing event. I've put my blood, sweat, and tears into this thing.
Okay.
I've cried over it, and it is a really amazing event that all of my staff and volunteers have put their whole hearts into. So please come and please enjoy and please have an amazing time.
Well, thanks, Liz. I appreciate you sitting down with us today.
No problem.
You are a very passionate young lady.
Thank you.
And you run an amazing event.
Thank you so much.
Which Des Moines New Age Shop will be vending at. And hopefully Neo Leaf Publishing too, but they're still on the fence. All right. Toodles, guys. See you later.